This week in Moto in 10 minutes or less, we got a lot to get through. So starting off round 2 of the MXGP in Spain, you've got Prado running away with it with 2 Moto wins, which is interesting because there is rumors that he is leaving Gas and going to Kawasaki to do the 2025 Supercross. Kind of a bummer. Gas just released a factory edition. Looks really sweet. Honestly, I really like their factory editions. I love the Huskies, the KTMs, everybody. I think they should all do that, and they should actually add a little bit more parts and pieces to it to make it race ready. Some nicer wheels, not a full exhaust, not just the silencer, but the header as well. Not a Hinson clutch cover, but the actual internals of the basket and everything so that it's going to withstand, and maybe some other finer touches there. In the 250 class, we have Kai de Wolf making the pass for the lead, and he ends up going 1-2 for first overall, and he has won the first round as well. So you've got Prado and Kai de Wolf out front with 2 race wins. If we talk about MotoGP, you've got Martin out front with 1 win and 2 podiums. And this was a good story. Acosta lands himself on the podium as the rookie on the KTM, getting around Bagnaia because of this mistake that really should never happen in MotoGP.
A judgment call? Was it a technical issue with the Aprilia? Doesn't matter, because his mistake has put Pedro Acosta on the podium in just his second.
Ducati seems to be manhandling the series like they did last year with first, third, and fourth, and sixth. KTM is in second at the moment. When we go to the trials, you've got Tony Bao winning round 3. And with some of the rumors that there's been some leaked patents for a new Yamaha electric dirt bike, these guys are all trying to switch. There's going to be a class that's going to be made for these guys. There's going to be a internal battle between combustion motors and this electric stuff. Should they race separately? Should they race together? It's probably going to start off separately and potentially transform to that being the works class or the main elite class for the 450s and 250s here in America and around the world. As far as the Seattle Supercross goes, there was a penalty by Ryder D who cut the track in the main event and lost 2 positions. We've had a bunch of mud races that are hybrids where they were wet during the week but somewhat dry during the evening. That creates massive amounts of ruts and very difficult for the riders, because if we look to see what happened with Jordan Smith, he says that it just knocked the wind out of him. And in my last video, I was talking about him being concussed. That's not what he says. He says that it just knocked the wind out of him, but I don't know. He rode around for a while where he was off-kiltered, off-balance. To me, it looked like a head injury, but he was seen by the medical professionals after the race, and he passed the concussion protocol. So maybe it was just knocking the wind out of himself. As far as the off-road racing and the Hare and Hound, Joseph Wasson on the Beta winning, and unfortunately there's a little bit of sad news here currently, as you've got Clayton Roberts, who was involved in a high-speed crash at about 70 miles an hour, and I do have the link in the description for the road to recovery, because as of right now, he is unable to walk and has undergone spinal surgery for a severed spinal cord. And this was a gnarly get off on the start. And you have a unsung hero stopping and putting himself in harm's way to try to keep anybody from hitting Clayton. So make sure you go try to support Road to Recovery and Clayton and wish him and his family the best. We've got another sad story as of right now. Superstar Denny Stevenson, arena cross legend, was involved in a road rage incident, and unfortunately he is in the hospital and has undergone surgery. So that is a bummer to see a legend of the sport have some misfortune happen. So I hate to end the week in Moto on some bad news, but as always, if this stuff is helpful, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and notification icon. And until next time, keep it WFO. Bye.